This time on Highway Thru Hell.
I can't even imagine.
A massive rescue.
We need the big tow truck up here now.
Okay, come on.
Becomes a mammoth recovery.
Okay, I'm not happy here.
And a race against time.
Hurry!
We have a storm kicking up.
Just crack this thing down.
Bunch of snow, eh? Hopefully the sun comes out today and melts all that stuff on the road.
This road today is very, very slick. Everything that fell onto the ground snow-wise, it's all gone into a solid sheet of compact ice.
Just outside Hope, BC, Sheldon German makes his daily run up the narrow and winding Highway 3.
The hills, the weather, the corners, you add that all up together and it's just the perfect nightmare.
Just be careful. That is a bad section, all right.
The Coke and Highway 3 are totally different animals. Highway 3 has all kinds of dangers to it. Steep hills, winding corners, and huge drop-offs.
Your day can go to hell, just like that. It doesn't take much to go 1,000 feet down on some of these corners. No one will find you. Ambulance coming right now.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option.
Dispatch checking Charlie 2.
Dispatch Charlie 2 going to be out of vehicle to do another quick check.
11 a.m.
Search and rescue crew was out looking for somebody and they couldn't find them.
Jamie Davis responds to an urgent call on Highway 3.
I just heard from Search and Rescue that the vehicle has been located at the Road Flats eastbound. They're just making their way down to it.
A missing driver and his truck have just been found 20 miles southeast of Hope.
Apparently a truck went over.
So we'll see when we get there, but obviously pretty serious.
Chip truck rolled or something up by Manning.
Colin, he'll be up here ahead of us. He went tearing out of the yard there, give him a hand.
Jamie's lead operator, Colin McLean, is already on scene.
Where do you want it?
Oh my God.
This thing's a few hundred feet away from the road, a few hundred feet down. I just see a mangled mess.
The driver has been trapped in the semi for almost 2 days.
One of the reasons he wasn't found right away is because he didn't take out any no posts. Concrete barriers were all intact. The GPS doesn't work that well in that area.
We think it rolled over a couple days ago. We stocked it of an alert, but he is pinned in the truck.
Search and rescue crews have been on site for an hour.
Are we ready to do this? Yeah. Okay, we'll start getting it down.
Preparing to remove the driver.
How you doing there?
Guy's been in that thing for 2 days. I can't even imagine.
When I hear the driver's still alive, it was a big, overwhelming feeling. Absolutely a miracle that this guy's still alive.
I need the trailer and the cab tied up.
I could come up with the other truck and get on the back end.
Yeah.
Colin and Jamie run lines to stabilize the wreck 200 feet down.
We're just gonna back in here. Colin's got a couple lines on.
We have at least 35 people working to save this guy's life right now. We want to make sure that the people that are rescuing the individual are going to be safe.
All we're doing is assisting search and rescue by holding this rig up so that it doesn't slide further down and put their lives at risk.
With winch lines in place, crews work to cut the driver out.
Search and rescue crews are working on the bottom of that unit.
They've done quite a bit of work on the cab to cut the driver free. And they brought out Chilliwack Search and Rescue to pull him up by rope.
I am very shocked to be seeing what's going on right now.
Fellow company driver Ryan Robertson can only watch and hope.
My heart goes out because I'm just putting myself in his position right now. The good news is that he's alive and he's conscious, so he's talking. Hope everything works out and he will be fine.
But the driver's legs are pinned, complicating efforts to cut him out.
They've cut away pretty much most of the back of the tractor. The problem is how bad of a crush zone he's in.
Shifting the cab would give rescue crews better access. But all of Jamie and Colin's winch lines are in use, holding on to the wreck.
We don't want to disconnect where we are right now. The bank is very unstable. Boy, what are you thinking, James?
Dude, just trying to come up with some ideas. He's right there, right underneath him. Unbelievable.
It's very frustrating to be there and see this going on and being involved in it and realize there's nothing you can do.
No matter what we do here, it seems to be he's just in the wrong spot, right?
How you doing? Awesome, buddy.
Right here still. I think we need all the trucks we got on that. We almost need another truck here.
You know who might be the closest truck is Mission.
Search and rescue requests a third truck.
We're calling in another wrecker, sort of pick up that one driver's side a little bit.
As the rescue effort stretches into dusk, Jamie's mechanic, Brian Rash, brings more fuel for the wreckers.
Holy. My God, that's a long ways down.
This rescue is a major urgency.
And these guys had to go, like, without a moment's notice. So I'm here to give the trucks a drink. I bring you some fuel, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate that. This was an emergency, go, go, go. And
There's a guy's life hanging in the balance.
The added fuel will allow Colin to power the wrecker's light tower.
Oh, there we go.
We need the big tow truck up here now.
By 6:30 p.m., the third wrecker from Mission Towing is on scene.
Come on back.
Winch lines from the added wrecker will be used to shift the cab to try to get the driver out.
They're free-wheeled? Okay. We're gonna run a couple of lines there. We have the chains rigged up already.
Reach out over top of the truck and lift it up a little bit.
Driver's side, just pull it tight.
What are you guys seeing?
Getting a little.
I see some crush going away.
The cab has shifted, but not enough to extract the driver.
What tranny is this?
I'm gonna guess an 18-speed auto shift.
What, take the tranny out?
I think our next plan will be is to pull the tranny and go in through the floor.
Search and rescue will try a drastic move. Pull the transmission to access the part of the cab that's pinning the driver's legs.
The cab had folded around, and the only way to cut him out of there is to remove the transmission. Now, taking a transmission out of a big truck, upside down, 200 feet down, that's no easy job.
9 hours into the rescue.
You guys, Dusty on site here. Do you need him down there?
Local heavy mechanic Dusty Smith will attempt to pull the 1,000-pound transmission out.
That's something I've never seen in my whole career. And the clock is ticking.
Hey, Colin!
Yeah!
Tighten up your tractor line a little bit. Take the slack out.
On Highway 3, a life hangs in the balance. Heavy rescue trucks hold the wreck steady as search and rescue works to extract the driver.
He's been trapped in the vehicle for 48 hours. We really need to get this guy out of there quickly.
Everybody's working feverishly to do everything they can to get him out.
A mechanic is trying to remove the transmission so they can pull the driver out.
Running out of fuel.
Oh, what is going on?
The light went out.
Why now?
The slope caused one diesel tank to run dry.
Hang on! Come on!
Under their own lights, the rescue operation continues. But Brian works fast.
Come on!
To get the light tower up and running.
Jamie, go ahead to the light tower.
It's on. Right there. There you go.
Back in business.
Good, that's all I care right there.
And a bit of a lineup.
10 hours in,
I came through there last night. Never saw a sign of anything.
news of the rescue has spread in the lineup on Highway 3.
The guy is still inside there.
My heart goes out to him and his family. This is the risk we run running these roads.
Yeah, I've been in there for 2 days now.
By 9 p.m.,
we're definitely in a very critical stage here right now, but nobody's going to give up.
Give him a little cover.
crews have nearly removed the transmission.
Well, hold it. You want to cut these wires here? There you go.
Anything else holding it? I think we're good.
Yeah, I think that's it.
The 1,000-pound unit is out.
Okay.
Hold it there, hold it there. The transmission is out. We have access to the floor.
But I've never, ever heard of anybody pulling a transmission at the side of the road. They're sawing and cutting away around the floorboard to relieve the pressure on his legs so he can get free.
Oh.
See how that boot's getting stuck? That's the only thing holding him in. Everything else is loose.
Side cutters.
What feels loose, you guys? There it is.
Okay, got it.
Oh my God.
You got him?
Yep.
After a 12-hour rescue,
Team up top. Let's get people ready on the ropes and the rig in here.
Yeah, copy that.
The driver is free.
Pull up, please.
Definitely a rewarding moment when search and rescue.
We're halfway up the hill.
You know, definitely a good feeling.
After sitting here for almost 2 days, upside down, you know, it's an amazing thing that he's alive. Search and rescue volunteers, it's a Class A group. Imagine all the people they've helped and saved all over the years. It's actually a bit emotional to think about, you know, search and rescue and the people that have devoted their time to do this job. And these volunteers put so much effort and care into helping people like this. Good job.
The driver's in serious condition with internal injuries.
Right. Yeah, we got the tranny out, cut a hole, reached in, turned his foot.
Wow.
Got him out.
Wow.
The occupant of the vehicle, he's conscious, and he's not gonna have to spend a third night.
For Jamie's crew, it's been an emotional night.
This is just Colin's first season. What's he gonna be like in 15 years?
You know what? I can't. I just want to put this one behind me. Get it out of the ditch tomorrow. And this one I just want to put behind me as fast as I possibly can.
Emotionally, this wreck really has affected me. This one's gonna stick with me for quite a while.
The next morning,
We're heading up to the wreck site from last night's extrication.
Jamie and his crew head up Highway 3 for what could be one of the toughest recoveries in years.
Call for 25 centimeters of snow up there.
Today's forecast threatens the entire operation.
You want to hammer down and get the hell out of here quick?
Jamie has put Colin in charge of the job.
Yesterday left me pretty shaken. I really want to get this wreck out of the ditch and get it over with.
It's a complex recovery that will take 3 heavy wreckers to pull off.
We're gonna position the trucks. We're gonna throw a bunch of lines on it. We're all gonna go fishing.
The B train will be Colin's biggest challenge in his first winter in BC.
What do you think?
I don't have enough.
It's got multiple axles, 2 trailers. It's got to be close to 64 feet in length. It's a large unit to recover up that embankment.
This is probably one of the largest units that runs over the highways. A Super B train loaded with chips is a huge machine.
We still have some of the chains and stuff left on it from last night, right? Figuring we'll just drag the thing up on its side and then do the flip up here. We're gonna snatch block these up. Okay, come on, come on, come on. We got work to do.
Jamie's cousin Paris is on scene to carry rigging down the 30-degree slope.
Okay, you see where the fuel tank is?
Yeah.
There's a chain there.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show you. Good.
The embankment that we're working on is very, very steep grade. It's muddy, snowy, it's been raining, there's lots of rocks. It's just not a good place to be working.
Due to the snowfall and avalanche risk being increased to moderate, we will be piloting vehicles through the work zone.
With 10 inches of snow in the forecast and a heightened avalanche risk,
There's quite an area where there's avalanche chutes down here.
Highways has given Jamie a critical job.
It's single lane alternating, but it's 7 kilometers, so they're using a pilot car.
Transportation authorities are worried that we'll have a backup of cars sitting right in the avalanche path. They've asked us to pilot, and that's what we're doing here.
With Jamie tied up, Colin has the B train rigged and ready to pull.
All of you, these cables are under a ton of pressure, all right? A ton.
If you hear a twing, duck.
Pretty much anywhere in between all of these lines is a danger zone.
Even with its load of wood chips scattered down the embankment, winching the empty wreck up the slope will be an enormous pull. Lines from 3 wreckers rigged to the heavily damaged B train will try to pull it 200 feet up the bank.
The strategy with the pull is slow and steady, and we're just gonna kind of all work together. My winches are a little faster. I just don't want to pull the tractor up ahead of it. I'm just...
Okay, Colin, ready?
Okay, Paris, tighten them up. A lot of weight there, boys.
The massive wreck creeps up the bank.
You're good.
But the fragile rig is falling apart.
I can start to hear things cracking and popping. I can start to see that the trailer's tearing apart.
Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on. Come on, hold it.
On Highway 3, Colin and the crew race an incoming storm
More in the blue.
to recover a colossal wreck.
Tight. On, hold it. Okay, hang on, hang on, hang on.
They're quite large trailers. They're very tall. They're very flimsy as well. They have no roof. There's not really a frame to them.
This truck is wrecked. It's all out of shape.
Colin needs to move the wreckers to get a better angle. But that means blocking the road.
All right, let's reposition. Where's Jamie?
We're gonna reposition, then we're gonna require a full shutdown.
We'll get over as far as we can, and then we'll just pull it up and over.
We're moving here westbound, the lineup's moving.
Jamie pilots the last vehicles through
We're coming down anyway, slowly.
before a 20-minute closure starts.
We're getting her done.
To pull off the recovery,
That's gonna be close.
the wreck needs to clear the concrete barrier.
I'm kind of hoping to use the no posts as a bit of a lever to get it to a point where it'll just sort of flip over on itself.
These guys are just gonna head off to the left. John's gonna basically pull straight forward, and we pretty much got it.
With the highway shut down, Jamie's traffic duties are on hold.
can do a 20-minute closure?
We should have it.
So 20 minutes, so it's starting now.
This is getting to the tense moment. When the units come up over a bank, that's usually the hardest part of the pull.
Let's go, let's start pulling. You're 6 minutes into your 20 minutes. 6 minutes into the 20.
But Jamie spots a problem.
Is that a bad deal? It should be on the bottom end, right?
Yeah. I don't like the bottom end because it's cracking right there on the seam.
See, what you're gonna do is you're gonna flip this over on here to reposition that. You need to be low.
But it can't be on the bottom because it's breaking right there. So we gotta move it somewhere else.
I think that the guys themselves are beginning to get a little frustrated.
Just go to the bottom. It's not gonna rip.
It's ripping right here. It already has.
Okay.
And it was kind of time for me to step in there, you know, being the boss and guide this thing through.
You know, I see there's a hole beside that middle frame. See the hole?
I see the hole, yeah.
You know, he's been in this situation before, and it's time for me to sort of step back and do some learning.
So see his one there, that one?
Top one?
Yeah, go below the spring.
Okay.
Get that changed. We'll change this one too. Lower that one somewhere low. We had some lines hooked to the top end, which makes it want to flip over. We don't want it to flip over right now. We want to get it up on its side, up to the guardrail. And then once it gets to the barriers, then go to the high line. Okay, out and up.
Good?
Okay, we're good. Let's not waste much time here. You can start doing a little bit of pulling on your bottom end.
Good, let me in.
Stand back.
Nice and easy.
You guys doing good? Yeah, just kind of keep up with them. This one here. Blue line, blue line. Leave that one alone. It's scary. I hate that.
The trailer's just crumbling.
Jamie's 20-minute highway closure is running out.
Let's try to get it up, and then we gotta stop and open the road. Let's just keep going till you run out, okay? And if this thing blows in half, it blows in half. It's junk anyway.
Oh, Colin.
Keep going. Everybody pull till you can get to where you get, and then we're gonna open the road again. Keep going, John. Okay, hold it. Hold it. Everybody hold. That thing is a mess. So everybody resets, stops, traffic,
Yeah.
and then we'll do another closure, okay?
Are you gonna go back to piloting traffic?
Yeah.
Time to roll.
This storm's coming, and it's just getting worse, so better batter.
But moving traffic past the recovery is slowing things down.
Is your crew ready to go? Barry's Johnson to get it on now.
Get it going now?
The freezing levels are expected to drop to sea level here.
Just do it? Okay, no problem.
Okay.
I'll go do that. Okay, so change of plans. Temperature is expected to drop here in the next few hours, so they want this thing out and now.
Traffic stop?
Highways wants us to make it happen.
With traffic shut down,
Jamie says pull it.
there's no time to finesse the job. The storm is bearing down, and the wreck needs to be up to the road.
We're in a high-pressure situation. We've got the road closed. I've got all this men and equipment out there. And, you know, we have to make these decisions.
Not that one, not that one. This one.
Right, wrong, or indifferent, they have to be made.
I'm too close, man. Hope it doesn't hit my truck.
Blue one.
And that's what being in charge is all about.
I'm not happy here.
Stop.
This is gonna roll right into me.
Okay, move ahead.
John repositions.
So the plan is right now, they're gonna try to flip this whole thing over.
But the landing zone is cramped.
Tighten up!
Colin, come on out of there. Let's come out of here. We all got to get out of here.
We have this cliff edge on one side that the truck's on, and we basically have a rock face on the other.
Let's start winching this thing. Let's break it. And then that's gonna break. Everybody out of here. Just crack this thing down like that. Watch your other guy.
No. Hang on. It's gonna hit.
Express my concern a little bit that we're too close and it's gonna hit the truck.
You should come around the corner. Whatever happens, whatever happens.
But he's the boss, he says keep pulling, so that's what we're gonna do.
Stay on the other side, Sean.
You know, we have to do a little rip and tear here to get this job done. Don't like it. But in this case, it's more of a salvage job than it is a recovery.
Do you think it's gonna hit your truck?
Jamie, watch that line.
Whatever happens, whatever happens.
On Highway 3,
It's gonna hit.
Jamie's crew is in a race to get a 70-ton wreck up to the road. The trailers have split apart.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. My heart's beating a bit.
And a door has made contact.
Oh, there.
Best way to separate those two things were to actually use brute force of the wreckers.
Let's all get in here. Get this out of my way.
Nobody really factored in the fact that the door would split open and come back and hit 126.
Okay, come on, keep going. Need more hands.
How much damage is to the truck?
You know, a little bit of unfortunate damage, but it's cosmetic.
What a deal that was. Poor truck.
It hit Jamie's truck.
It hit the truck?
Oh, it hit the truck. Look at the trailer.
HR 116 was also struck.
I didn't see.
Oh, I did. Things broke, everybody's fine. I'm unhappy. But whatever, nobody's hurt, so that's okay.
We're working in tight quarters here, and you know, you send your ships out to battle, and sometimes they come back with some battle scars.
With traffic backed up and a storm moving in,
They're saying snow. You can see it coming down the mountain.
Jamie's crew is running out of time.
We gotta chain this so that it doesn't move on us, right here. And then we're gonna put 2 tow trucks, one on either side of this thing. Yeah, so you're gonna go from this leg, Paris, around that leg, and then over to the hole. There's a hole up and on top. Okay.
The rear trailer is rigged
Yeah, this will work.
to be dragged to a pullout down the road.
There we go.
We all good?
Yeah, I'm here, ready to go.
Once they go, they can't stop.
Put the 2 trucks on it and just drag it up the hill.
This is really becoming a pivotal moment in the recovery job. You know, we have the highway blocked off. It's been blocked off too long. Opening the road is job 1 here. The quicker, the better.
We have a storm kicking up again.
But the biggest part of the job,
Coming down good.
the tractor and its front trailer,
I would almost be over here.
still need to get over the concrete barrier and onto the road.
You guys should be able to manipulate this on here and then hook the front end of it up, drag it down to the first pullout, leave the back end wherever you can dump it, and then we're out of here. Highway said, look, get it done now, make it happen, because we're expecting colder temperatures and weather's imminent. He made the right call, because look what happened.
To get this truck over the no post, it's gonna take lift and pull. One truck on the front, one truck on the back. This truck weighs about 18,000 pounds, so it's a lot of weight to pull over a no post.
John, let him sit for a minute and put this up.
Up?
Boom this whole thing up.
Up.
Yeah. Way up, high. Just go right up. There you go. Just leave that one a little slack. Leave that one a little slack.
Little slack, yeah.
Boom up. Way up.
Boom up.
Out and up. Out and up. Out, out. Go out.
No. You're going down on the fuel tank.
On the fuel tank.
Let's just be careful here. Let's just think about this.
We've got to be careful. We could have a fuel tank get ruptured.
How about we let ours down? Let your end down. Blue line down.
Blue line down.
Yeah, right, like that. Okay, good. Good. Suck the boom in. Watch those castings can break where he's pulling on. This thing's gonna come like this. It's gonna go whoop.
This is dangerous, man.
Just winch them both in now. Just everybody come out of here. That thing's gonna come flying down here, right? You might have the fiberglass. Come on, call it. Back, buddy. Tom, hold it.
We're trying to do the backflip over the high jump here.
Be careful. We're loaded up heavy here. This is where it gets stressful.
We got to get this thing up and over the no post.
John, ahead a little bit. Stop. Let your high line down. Okay, now a little more. John, slow down, John. Slow down.
The tractor is on the road.
Let's cut loose that top line.
This one, yeah, yeah.
But the trailer still straddles the no post.
Let their bottom one out a bit. Who's over there? All right, John.
This is dangerous, man.
On Highway 3, it's a rush job to clear a wreck.
All right, John.
And get the road reopened.
Hook it up and get it out of here.
To dislodge the trailer from the concrete barrier, Jamie needs a new plan.
Well, we need to do an overhead lift on the trailer here because the truck's over the barriers here, but the trailer isn't. So we've got to get a winch line over top of this thing.
The trailer is lassoed with a line from the mission record.
Yeah, there it is. We're gonna go around the landing gear here, and we have to lift the trailer up, boom out, and then when he pulls ahead a little bit, the trailer will swing around and then drop it off. Hey, we're there. Hook it into there. Yeah, I've got him ready. You just lift up till you're comfortable. Nice. I'm gonna have him go ahead a little bit, okay? Hold it! Stop. You probably disconnect you altogether. Perfect.
The landing gear is finally over the no post.
Okay, you're clear.
This whole trailer is going to be dragged behind that tractor to the nearest pullout.
The front half of the trailer is still attached to the truck. My role is to drive forward to get it over the no post.
Stand back. It's going to hit the front of that.
But the wreck is still putting up a fight.
This can't win.
I know, it just beating us to the ground. You know what it is? It's the front end.
Something is preventing the trailer from straightening out.
It's right here. This is what the problem is. What's happening now is the muffler on the front corner is keeping it from turning straight. So they're gonna pull it and hopefully get it by the muffler.
I'm gonna stay hooked up to the tractor. One of the other wreckers is gonna hook up to the back of the trailer.
Careful, careful.
I'm gonna slowly pull forward, and that should pull the trailer around in behind me.
Hold it. Hold it. Pull a bit. We're almost by. A little more. John, a little bit. John, a little bit.
On Highway 3, Jamie's crew clears the last piece of a massive wreck.
Need to straighten out. Okay, John.
The final step, drag the trailer and its mangled tractor to a pullout up the road.
We're almost there, and it's almost nightfall, so we're good. Okay, buddy, good job. See you back at the shop.
After the epic recovery and adrenaline-filled rescue, Jamie's crew can finally breathe.
They're here. They had to cut the transmission out of the truck to get the guy out.
As we're heading down the mountain, we're definitely thinking about the driver.
He's busted up pretty good, but he's still here.
And we're just really hoping that he's going to pull through.
In critical condition, they said.
It was the most emotional wreck this winter. Dozens of people pulled together to get the driver out alive.
Looking back at the job, this has to be one of the largest rescue efforts that I've seen in all my days. Everybody did everything they possibly could to get him out of there.
The next morning, Jamie's crew is back for the final cleanup.
Today, the job is just to pick this stuff up and get it down to the yard.
The idea is just to stuff it in. What a mess. It was kind of a rough and dirty way of doing this, but there's really nothing to save here, you know?
2 days after the truck driver was rescued,
Anybody here if the guy survived in the end, or?
comes word of the driver's condition.
He didn't make it.
We get some really bad news.
It's a big letdown for everybody, and it's sad. It's very sad for his family.
It just brought everybody down.
Well, I can remember his voice and remember he was just strong. He was a strong man.
When I found out the news that the driver had passed, it hit me. It hurt. It's a tough one to swallow, that one. Still is. You know, to have him pass just hit everybody.
Tough day.